Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We're talking Dejounte Murray, y'all. And I like to say Murray because that gives it a little bit more flavor. Murray just seems so plain, so I don't say Murray. So you don't have to remind me in the comments I'm saying it wrong, okay? All right. Before I get started, though, if you like my videos, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, help your brother out. Okay, guys. Murray is very, vocal. He's very vocal. And he's been recently on his Instagram talking about how he's put on weight, how he's put on muscle, how he's ready to prove something this season and whatnot. Now, depending on who you are, you may see that post as positive or negative. Maybe he should let his play do the talking. Maybe he should be a little bit more focused on his training versus social media. You can make that argument. But to me, I like to see the glass half full, and I'm happy that Murray is getting stronger and working hard, okay? But I'm kind of irritated by the fact that Murray is always, the butt of jokes, always, kind of, poked at by fans in Spurs Nation for being, a sorry player or needing to be traded or, and all that stuff. Because to me, he's doing a solid job, okay? He's doing a solid job. Is he Steph Curry? No. Is he the other Murray in Denver? No. But he's doing what he's supposed to do. This is what development looks like, okay? He's entering his 4th year as a Spur, really his 5th year, but remember he did miss a whole year with a knee injury, almost a career-ending knee injury. He comes back better than he was, okay? So we got to give him some credit for that. And I'm not trying to turn this into a D. White versus Murray debate, because I've talked about this on the channel, how I'm tired of that debate. But it surprises me so much that Spurs Nation, a lot of people in Spurs Nation, could just love D. White, give him, an A+ grade, and then give Murray a D-. That is mind-boggling to me, especially when you look at their numbers. They're both averaging 11 points per game, They're both shooting 36% from 3. They're both shooting 46% from overall. But Murray is, has a better defensive rating, better rebounder, more assists, okay? The turnovers are more than D. White, but D. White averages 1.3 a game. Murray averages 1.9 a game. So, I mean, there's a lot to be compared there, okay? And you can make the argument that Murray is the more consistent player going by the numbers. But like I said, I'm not trying to turn this video into a D. White versus Murray debate, because if you say D. White is better, I can conceivably see that, because D. White is more well-rounded offensively. He is a little bit more explosive, and he shows up in the clutch a lot more than Murray. I get that. So that's fine if you believe that, okay? But this idea that is night and day between them, that there's this huge gap between them, no, that's false. That is tremendously false, okay? So stop giving my boy Murray a hard time. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And about him being vocal, we're coming off the Kawhi situation where Kawhi was to himself. He wasn't much of a leader, at least vocally. He wasn't much of a fan favorite type of guy. When was the last time? I don't even think I ever seen Kawhi sign autographs or anything, but let me know in the comments if he has. Now you have a guy like Murray that's excited. He's pro Spurs. He talks great about the organization. He's very vocal. He's very present on social media, and we're mad about that. You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't have it both ways. This guy, he loves the organization. He wants to be a winner for the organization. Let's applaud him for that. He's for us, okay? Could he tone it down every once in a while? Sure. But he is for us, okay? Another aspect of this debate that we really need to talk about is, are the expectations for Murray fair? And what are those expectations exactly? Because people, all over Spurs Nation say, he sucks and, he needs to work on this, he needs to work on that. But what are the statistical expectations for a player like Murray? And if I'm looking at it, his numbers, he's averaging 11, 6, and 4. In 25 minutes of play, which when you compare it to other people in the league that are not superstars, okay, come on, Murray is not, your boy in Atlanta. He's not your boy in Denver, the point guard. He's not Steph Curry. he's not a superstar talent, okay? But when you compare him to other point guards on great teams, contending teams, he is actually holding his own, okay? You know, the Lakers just won a championship with Caldwell Pope, which, you know, I know he's not the best guy, but he's averaging 9, 2, and 1, okay? You know, Murray is playing better than him. He has better upside than him. And I'm saying that to make a point. You know, you don't necessarily have to contend. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a great point guard to contend. You look at the Clippers and Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly is averaging 7, 5, and 3. You see what I'm saying? Murray is averaging, again, 11, 6, and 4 on the Spurs. So, I mean, we can want him to do better, but he's not completely out the park. Look at Dragic. He didn't get to play in the finals, but he averaged 16, 5, and 3. Okay? That's not bad. That's not bad for a point guard, you know, for a contender. Okay? Comparing those numbers to Murray, they're better than Murray's. The scoring is. But most of everything else is, you know, on par with Murray. Murray is averaging 1.9 turnovers a game. Dragic is averaging 2.5 turnovers a game, okay? And I'm not saying he's in the same league of Dragic. I'm not saying that, okay? So don't twist my words in the comments. What I'm saying is that what are our expectations? You know, I've heard people say, hey, you know, Murray needs to average 20 points per game, or he needs to average 18 points per game. You know, he needs to take his game to the next level. And I'm like, listen, that's not really how the league works, okay? If you think about the Bucks, Bledsoe. Again, not saying Murray is in the same league of Bledsoe, but Bledsoe is a starter on a contender. At least we thought the Bucks were a contender. He's averaging 14, 4, and 5. You get what I'm saying? So Murray is only a few baskets away of really matching these guys that we have so much, you know, higher than he is. A few baskets away. And I know that's, you know, that's putting it lightly, but I'm trying to make a point here. He still has time to grow, okay? His peak is going to be probably 15, 16 points per game if he ever gets to that. And to really, you know, and I hope you're still with me on the video and you haven't turned it off, because people don't watch whole videos anymore. If we really want to put this in perspective, Tony Parker was the best point guard the Spurs ever had. And at age 24, he averaged 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists with 2.5 turnovers, okay? This is the greatest of all time point guard wise that the Spurs had, as far as the Spurs are concerned. And he didn't even average 20 points per game. So why are we expecting Murray to average those numbers? That's not fair, Spurs Nation. And I'm not saying everyone's doing that, but a lot of people are doing that. So if you look at Murray's number, 11, 6, and 4, if he can get that thing to probably 14, 7, and 5, 14, 7, and 6, that's really good. That's solid. That's solid. That'll put us in a good position, because the Spurs have so many other issues. That's why we're not contending. We're not contending because of Murray. You see what I'm saying? We need superstar talent. We need players to step up at the end of games. We need defense, okay? So cut my boy Murray some slack. That's what this video is about, y'all. Okay, so again, I'm not saying Murray is better than Bledsoe, better than Dragic. You know, I'm not even saying he's better than Pope, even though he is. And I'm not saying he's better than Beverly. I'm saying that statistically, he's in the same realm. Not better, but his stats are in the same realm. I understand the game is full of intangibles. I understand there's a basketball IQ aspect to the game that he has to work on. I'm just saying, let's cut him some slack and let him grow. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Please sub to the channel, like the video, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.